Man, welcome back to the channel, guys. Carlito here, back with another video on your screen. This has been a crazy couple of weeks for this channel. And please introduce back to the channel Michael Angeletti coming off a big win. Live on it was on ProBox TV on Saturday, this past Saturday. It was crazy. And let everyone know, bro, all about you if they don't know you already.
My name is Michael Angeletti. We 13-0. We just got the third round KO, and we're looking to get these title shots soon, man.
Absolutely. So since the last time we talked, I know you've been hungry for the title shots. And
Right.
what do you feel like you have to do in order to get that next time?
Um. Well, the we've been asking guys to fight. It'd be hard to get fights sometimes, and so we can't. Like they got a vacant IBF belt, Intercontinental. I'm ring number three in. And so if we could get the right opponent, we can fight for the vacant belt, and then that put me in line to fight for the real IBF belt. And so we've been
Absolutely.
trying to do that, and guys, they're set up too risky. We done called out a lot of guys, but they just don't want to fight because of my size and what I bring to the table. And so a lot of guys don't want to take that big risk and receive an L. And I guess they also they asking for a lot of money too. So it's just like they counting themselves out already. So it's been kind of hard. That's where we at right now.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. I'm sure it's tough to get fights at the ones that you've been wanting. And for all y'all boxers in the game, man, I bet that's what y'all go through on a daily basis.
Yeah, man.
Um,
That's why I was only able to fight only twice last year because fights will have fight dates set up, and then guys will pull out last minute. They get cold feet within 10 days of the fight, and then pull out, and then you can't find an opponent in time, so they got to give me another day, and then it keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. Then we gotta fight on other things like pro box and other local shows like I did last year. I fought. I didn't fight to my first fight was July 6th of last year. That's
mhm.
my first fight in 2024. And then we fought the following month on Pro Box. So I had to do things like that just to try to keep my feet wet and stay consistent and stay busy. And now I was supposed to fight last year and in December. They pushed that back to January. Now they pushed it back to this past week into February. So there's been a lot of stuff like that. And then so what that is, about 6 to 7 months since I fought.
Yeah.
So ring rust a little bit this last fight, just a little bit. I started finding my groove in like the third round, and then we finished them off. So yeah, stuff like that. But we adjust and adapt. I'm a very good adapt person. So
Absolutely, bro. Because I know that, yeah, you're always a hungry fighter when you get into the ring. And shoot, I saw that volume turn up, in the third round. Walk us through that fight, bro. Like, how do you feel about your performance? And could you have done anything else differently?
definitely. So for interviews before, like I talked to Polly and Chris on Pro Box right before the fight, or like a week before the fight. They asked me what was the game plan, and I pretty much stuck to that. I told them I'm gonna go to the body a little bit earlier than usual, and I'm gonna use my jab. And
Hmm.
that's all I really much pretty much gave them. And so in the first round, I believe I won that round. I think he landed the right hand, but I returned it right back. Um, but I was picking him apart with the jab a lot more. And the second round, I would give it to him because he landed two good right hands. I ate him, but he landed them, and it was nothing that dazed me, hurt me, or nothing like that. And then the third round, I got cut at the beginning of the third, and that made me turn up. I smelled my own blood. So that made me turn up and want to get aggressive because I knew that if this fight lasts to the fifth round and the cut is bad,
Hmm.
then they might say I lost because the cut is bad, but it's after the fifth round. But nobody wants a no contest on their record either. So if they stop this fight right after this round, once I go back to the corner and they be like, oh, it's a bad cut, then I know that it could be a no contest. I don't want that on my record either. So I'm thinking of all these things As soon as it happened, I could feel the blood dripping. I'm like, I'm good. It's not dripping in my eye. But all this is going on as the fight is taking place. I'm like, I could fight like this the whole time. I'm good. Good. Let me just be more aggressive. It's time now. I got to go try to get him before they stop this fight and say I either lost or it's a no contest. And so I'm thinking of all that during the fight, and I wasn't expecting him to go down from that body shot. Because when you feel a punch and it lands flush and you can feel it, you know it's a good shot and it landed. It was like a kind of scraping shot.
Hmm.
And I guess I know I got some pop, but I wasn't expecting him to go down from it. And he went down, and he couldn't get up. So hey,
Yeah, that was a crazy shot, bro. I was like, man, just rewatching the replay afterwards
yeah, it
on
was loud too.
on the screens, I was like, oh damn, like the way you grazed his side, it
Yeah,
looked like, and everybody was like around me, they're like, was that a body shot? And
yeah,
I was
nobody knew what it was.
yeah, I was like,
Only a few people saw it.
yeah, I
Also,
was like,
too, right before that shot, I heard him with a right hand. Nobody caught that. Only a few people hit me up and like, Mike, I felt like you heard him before that. I like I did. So if you go back and watch in the third round a little bit, right, like maybe 20 to 30 seconds before I actually stopped him, I hit him with a body shot, and then I pushed him, and he went down, saying I pushed him down. But he was actually hurt. He was hurt. I know he was hurt. It was
I
like a right
saw
hook.
that.
It was a right hook to the body. Like I kind of framed him up, pushed him up, and I threw a right hook to the body, and then he dropped down to the ground as if I pushed him down just to give him some time to recover. But I think I hurt him. I know I hurt him.
Yeah, he was shaking up, bro, and then soon after that, that's when, the graze, it was just so much power in between that. I guess that, the front of your glove and your fist,
Yeah.
this it was just too much for him, and it was kind of like watching like in a way fight and how some of his body shots, they don't look really heavy, but he just drops the guy and they drop to one knee.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah,
think he fought a old man. What was that guy named Jack Doherty or something like that? And he like hurt his back. The guy was like walking away, holding his back like that. Yeah, he did something like that too. Something very similar to that.
yeah, absolutely. So, 13 and 0. What more would you like to accomplish this year?
The goal is I had one fight. The goal is to get at least three more. I would love to have more than that, but if I can get four fights this year, that'd be amazing. And at least I know I'm ranked number three for the IBF Intercontinental. And that belt is vacant. So if possible, I would like to fight and get that belt next. And then that put me in line to get other things. And then I know since I would have that vacant belt, since I have that belt, then I know more people will want to fight, and then I just make my life easier because then they're gonna want what I got. I won't have to go chase after nobody like I'm doing now to go get something. They're gonna want what I got, so the fights should come easy.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Because I know that's what you've been really talking about since last year, and I know when you do get that and fight for the vacant belt, it's going to be a good fight for you, and
Yeah,
bring
we've been looking for people already to more people like we always do. We called out a few guys in the back room. As soon as we got back to the locker room,
hmm
we
Damn,
was like,
bro.
"Hey, who you want to?" Because the guy who I just fought, his trainer is Nonito Donaire's dad, I believe, and he have a couple Filipino guys that he trained. I think his name is Raymart Gaballo. We was trying to get him to fight. As soon as we got to the back, we
But they
walked
said
in.
no
What you say?
Georgia, huh?
He said yeah, but we don't believe him. He
Yeah.
he didn't he didn't he didn't give off like he really wanted that.
Was he in the back?
No, he wasn't in the back. He
No.
wasn't in the back, but his trainer was.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
talked to him. His trainer was the same guy that was in the corner of the guy I fought,
yeah,
and we talked to him in the back. And he said yeah, but I don't believe it.
yeah,
None of us believe it.
yeah. You fought on some pretty big stages, and I know in your career right now you're just grinding, every single day. And in like the next between the calendar years, say like from now till next year, besides having the getting that vacant title, what else in your career would you like to accomplish?
Um, to get the other belts, but since I'm ranked the highest in that, that's first on the list. But after that, then we want to get another belt, WBC or WBA, any other belt after that. Probably the WBA belt after that. I think I'm ranked in that one too as well. But that'll be the next step.
Damn, bro, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy to see it. And so in the next few months, plan on getting that vacant belt. And where would that be at, do you think? Where would your next fight be at? I know your last one was in San Antonio. Where do you feel like the next one will be at?
Um, I honestly don't know. It depends on what PBC have coming up, what's their schedule looking like. Um, I'm not too sure about where it would be. I know Pro Box also talked about um, doing shows in different cities. They're expanding from Florida. I think they got another show coming up soon in California. So I think they're venturing off from just fighting and having shows in Florida. So I think it really just depends on where they decide to have this fight. They want to fight at. I don't care where I fight at. I
Yeah,
just want to fight.
yeah. So like I know some certain fighters they talk about like the different weathers and stuff like that when they go to different events or different cities to train. Um, and I know a lot of big names are going all the way to Saudi Arabia now. Would you ever want to fight in Saudi?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because not only because any fight that any like the card that's coming up in Saudi, any one of those fights can be its own main event, and so it'll be a stacked card regardless. I get to fight, then see other good fighters fight. That'll be fire. And of course, Turkey, Al Sheikh, he's paying good money over there, and nobody's gonna pass that up. So hell yeah, I definitely love to go over there and fight.
Hell yeah, bro. Who do you got in this next fight? This upcoming fight that's being the main event with Shakur and Kid Austin.
Man, to be honest, yeah, I got Shakur.
By like breaking it down like an even fight, or is it just gonna be outmatched?
I think he's just gonna be outclassed. It's too much. I think it's just too much they ask for.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy fight, bro. I'm anxious for that fight because I've been following Kid Austin for since I think he was 8 or 9 and 0.
I've been in a ring with both of them.
Yeah, who
So,
hits harder?
oh, this was years ago. Um, when we sport maybe I think it was like the end of 2020, maybe. So it was a couple years ago. So I'm pretty sure they both has gained strength. I sport Shakur recently. Um, so I can't really say back then. I could tell you his power was decent. It wasn't like nothing crazy yet, but I know he was still a kid. Now I'm way smaller, but I still didn't feel any power back then. Now I know he's grown, he's going into his grown man strength, he's getting a little older, so I'm pretty sure he's stronger now for sure. But just take away the strength, I'm just saying for as far as boxing ability, I think Shakur is just a little bit more uh, of a master boxer than he is when it comes to skills. So that's
Yeah,
just my honest opinion. I know you're from Texas, but I'm just keeping it real.
yeah. It's
I
like
know you're going for the whole town guy, but I'm just keeping it
I
real.
got to, man. It's I've seen him grow and I've seen him to become a, Golden Boys guy too, and so many different he's done so many different things here in San Antonio, and I know his Cutman, personally, and he's also my sponsor, and I can't go against his team. And
Nah, I respect that. I respect that 100%.
Yeah,
He's
Shakur is
he's definitely got a punch chance. It looks like he got popped now. Now I sparred him years ago, so I know he's gotten stronger for sure. He's definitely got a puncher's chance. Like anything can happen for sure. But I'm just saying, as far as boxing, skill level, I think Shakur is just a little bit elite, more elite than he is. But
I know
yeah,
his training camp.
he still got a puncher's chance though.
His training camp, I've seen pictures and stuff like that, and saw who he's been sparring against. Is I'm like, damn, okay, bro. Like Shakur, I'm like, all right, like it's gonna be a good
Yeah,
fight, man. I can't
yeah,
wait.
yeah. I can't wait either. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, and then you got some other guys on the fight card, and I'm excited for that fight card and where boxing's at right now in this sport and where it's come from since I first started doing YouTube and interviewing. Shoot, I'm proud to say, man, I get to interview y'all and be a little part of y'all's journey, in y'all's career.
All right.
And what can you tell the fighters now, bro? Like, I know there was a bunch of fighters that were underneath before you fought on Saturday. What's one fight that kind of like, what would you tell the fighter in that fight card on what they have to do next?
In order to get to where I'm at, you saying,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, like to the
um,
undercard guys to where you're at now.
just keep grinding. There's gonna be a lot of adversity that come in as far as getting fights because I'm going through that now. But just keep your foot on the gas, keep training. At the end of the day, stay in the gym, stay consistent, keep grinding. Like God got a plan. Just try to look at everything that doesn't go your way. Look at it as a lesson. Like a lot of stuff haven't been going my way. As far as getting fights, guys pulling out. It's very frustrating when you start a camp and then somebody pull out, and then you start another camp or you in the same camp and you've been training for 3 months straight and you really don't know how to try to turn training down. You trying to gauge it. Um, but just look at everything as a lesson because it gets frustrating and just try to keep building. Just kind of keep building, stay consistent with the training. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over here, but stay consistent with the training. It's gonna get frustrating sometimes, but just use everything as a lesson. That's it.
Absolutely, bro. I know it's always good to talk to you, bro, and you've been on a bunch of big stages, like I said, and a lot of people don't know you yet, but I feel like they've been sleeping a lot, on a bunch of fighters, including you, and y'all need to get that shine too and get them title shots, man, because why else will you all be in the business for, than to be able to finally get a belt, to say
Right.
that's yours, and watching all these movies, bro, watching all these boxing movies and stuff like that over the years. Um, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy to see how far that shit's come to, with the
Yeah.
boxing classes and with Creed and all these other movies and having Stitch on the channel. It's like it's a whirlwind, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whirlwind. And so, 13-0, got that third round knockout. Gonna fight for the IBF title really soon, the vacant title. And
It's the Continental title. Yeah.
Continental title, yes, sir. Um, all the ranking belts, man, it's gonna be crazy. And what else could you let all your fans know what to expect in the next few months?
We locked in the gym. I'm gonna take a little week off, week and a half off, and then we right back to it. Um, I got some house closing appointments that I'm getting to. I got to close it on the house tomorrow. So the grind continues.
Absolutely, bro. You know, real estate agent out there, and that's out in Houston, right?
Yep, in Houston. Yep.
Yes, sir. Man, y'all go follow him because he's not just a killer boxer in the ring, you know, but he's a real estate agent as well, and he closing houses. And y'all go follow him. Let everyone know where they can follow you at, bro, and follow that journey. And if they want to go get a house,
I know. Hit my line. Hit me up on any social media platform. Instagram is team_Angeletti. On Twitter it is Angeletti_1. And on Facebook is just my full name, Michael Angeletti.
absolutely, bro. It's been Michael Angeletti. Go Go follow him. His links will be in the bio. And it's been Carlito. And to end this interview off, I just locked in a big partnership deal with Rock's Discount Vitamins, the best kings of supplements today. Y'all go check them out. Those links will be in the bio. And big shout out to all my sponsors and the main one right here. Y'all go check them out because without them, none of this is possible. And it's been Michael Angeletti, Carlito, one love, we out.